Wellness for Life is brought to you by Purim Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership, CHI St. Joseph's Health Weight Management Center, and Natural Alternatives.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gottenborg, and my plan today is to talk about two different subjects. The first is what I call, or what we call, forward head posture. As we look at the picture here in front of us on the left, you'll see this represents what we would call normal or perfect posture. We've dropped a plumb line that begins just behind the ear and should pass just over the acromion of the shoulder. Now, as we move forward, we start to see the progression where the head is held forward of the spine. People that study this say for every 1 inch the head moves forward, the muscles in the neck and upper back are actually supporting an additional 10 pounds. Another example I often use in the office, if this were to represent, again, someone with forward head posture, the muscles just below the base of the occiput, the suboccipital muscles, work harder to hold the chin upright. In other words, to prevent the chin from touching the chest. When these muscles stay tight, they can irritate any one of 3 suboccipital nerves, causing either a headache in the back of the head, or in a sense, reproducing a headache that people often refer to as a sinus headache or pressure over the top of the forehead. Some of the other problems or symptoms that can come along with forward head posture is studies show that it can affect actually the ability, the vital capacity, in other words, the ability to take a deep breath in. It can affect that by as much as 30%. And it does that because some of the key muscles that are involved in elevating the first rib are compromised with forward head posture. We know that it limits range of motion, and we know that it's involved with people that commonly begin to hold the shoulders forward of the spine. Chiropractors are qualified to treat this. We usually treat what we call fixations or segments in the spine where movement or motion is limited. Along with this, we also try to rehabilitate or help the person rehabilitate through doing simple stretches, holding certain postures, and strengthening certain muscle groups. One final comment: if everything I've said seems confusing, here would be another attribute or characteristic of forward head posture. If you either see this on yourself or someone you know, where we start to get an increased kyphosis or curvature in the upper back, some refer to this as a dowager's hump. And certainly recognizing this very, very early in young people is a key to correcting this type of posture. My second topic today is maybe for those people that are considering chiropractic care for the first time, and that would be, when should I seek care? And my response usually to that is soon after an injury or soon after you sense something isn't right. So what's important to understand is that shortly after an injury, the body moves through a phase, an inflammatory phase. This is where you hurt, or there may be muscle spasms, some swelling. But that usually passes within 2 to 4 days, and then the body begins to do a repair phase where it recruits cells that help us heal. That process being fairly complete by 60 days. So if we're waiting more than 60 days to begin treating a knee, hip, shoulder, or back problem, we're already working against scar tissue, or what I would call adhesions in fibrosis. These things, their very nature is to clamp down or tighten tissue. And I think this very much affects how quickly a person responds and how long it takes for them to respond. So my suggestion for those that have just had an injury, a fall, a slip, is to not wait, is to seek care really as quickly as possible. I thank you for this time today. Please contact me if you have any questions.
Thank you for watching Wellness for Life. Brought to you by Purim Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mojave Ottawa Community Action Partnership, CHI St. Joseph's Health Weight Management Center, and Natural Alternatives.